Welcome back to the 2025 Pierre Sports Center Buffalo Chip 100 right here in Sturgis, South Dakota at the Buffalo Chip Power Sports Complex. I am Miles Hasquis. We just wrapped up the Youth 170s and now we're about to kick off the Youth 1000s and the 1600s. The UTVs will take off first, 2 at a time every 30 seconds. This race is on adjusted time. Then we'll take about a minute or two split and we'll let the 1600s take off behind them. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're racing the full 6-mile course. It's a great addition they had this year. The front stretch is very similar, but then the back stretch, the big dogs will hit over 100 miles an hour back in the cornfield section, and I can't wait for the Montana drone to chase these guys and gals down. It's going to be a great showing, and we are about to kick this one off. There's the Pierre Sports Center start-finish. And it's going to be a great one to watch. Again, I'm here live in the Jack's Campers studio here for Yellowstone Off-Road Racing. And it started off with the parade. We did the national anthem. And then it was Brayson Tucker, Kaylee Tucker. And let me find my sheet here. I mixed it up already. And Judd Dugan got that third. So race number 1 is in the books. Getting all my sheets in order. And so far, so good. Dusty Goggles Promotions, along with Yellowstone Off-Road Racing, is running all the recovery. There's one little rollover in the Youth 170s, but no big deal. And you can see there right in the center of our screen, the Youth 1000s are lined up. We have Christian Campana out of Fountain, Colorado with Combustion Syndicate, with MPPP and Dad's Retirement. And then we have Hunter Biddle, the number 107, with his dad Tom Biddle riding shotgun, and that Maverick Sport out of Longmont, Colorado with Warren Racing and Elite Power Sports of Colorado. And then we have the number 99 of Emily Campana, and that RS1 out of Fountain, Colorado with Combustion Syndicate, MPPP, Method Race Wheels, and AMSOIL. And then we'll switch over to the 1600 class. We have Paul Barron. That'll be taking off first. And then we have Mark King. So Paul Barron out of Sturgis, South Dakota. And then we have Mark King out of Colbert, Washington with Hooks Air-Cooled VW Spokane with Cartech Off-Road Racing. So we'll get back to the 1600s because it is Hunter Biddle and Christian Campana taking off for their 6-lap race. So make sure you bounce between the YouTube and race monitor, scroll down, find the Buffalo Chip, and on the course right now is Christian Campana, then Hunter Biddle in the Youth 1000 racing this 6-mile course. And now we have Emily Campana out there trying to chase down his sister, or his brother. So we have a brother and sister out there racing together, and then Hunter Biddle in the mix as well. Remember, this race is on adjusted time. We're taking off 2 at a time every 30 seconds. We're going to take a few minute break and then send out the 1600s. So first off the line will be Paul, in the 1600 race will be Paul Barron, number 1641 out of Sturgis, South Dakota. And then side by side will be the 575 of Mark King out of Colbert, Washington, with Hooks air-cooled VW out of Spokane, CarTech Off-Road, PCI Race Radios, Inland Northwest Off-Road. And row number 2 will be Alexa Kalange, the number 1620, in the Camo Bug with Truman Neprud out of Billings, Montana, with Mom and Dad, Pro Source Machinery, The Diesel Shop, United Rentals, Baby Dix, and Grandpa Dean. Next to her will be the number 570 of Royce Deline with Whitney Riding Shotgun out of Richfield, Wisconsin. And then row number 3, next to Royce will be Lyle Hogue, the number 1611 out of Mandan, North Dakota, with Blotter's Garage in Mandan, North Dakota. So we will have 5 of the 1600s and 3 of the Youth 1000s out there. And they get about I'm going to say a 200-yard run before they hit the Pierre Sports Center start-finish. And it looks like it is with the early lead over Mark King. And here comes a couple of the bugs coming on down the hill. So that is going to be Alexa Kalange and Royce Deline. And Royce with the early lead over Alexa. They were having some issues. Carmen Kalange was supposed to race the Powder Puff last night, but something with the ignition. You know, the old bugs have those points, and they were having some issues, but they brought old Mark King over. Sounds like he is the 1600 king. And he got them back and running. And that's what I love about the off-road community. Everybody's out there to help everybody. He came over with his timing light last night, filed on the points and condenser, and got it running. It was still spitting and sputtering a little bit, but it is running. And then the last car is Lyle Hogue. They qualified yesterday afternoon, and now they are racing. And out front in the Youth 1000, it's Christian Campana, then Hunter Biddle, then Emily Campana. And then in the 1600s, it's Paul Barron, Mark King, Alexa, Royce Deline, rooting on his drivers, Christian and Emily Campana. The drone dropped. Oh, just popped back up. And just like that, the drone froze, but is back in action, and that looks like that's Christian Campana, who was already made it all back. Later on today, we've got Dallas and Royal out there flying a couple of the drones, and then we have our locked off camera right here at the Pierre Sports Center start finish. We've got the elevated step-up section and the rugged radios hot pits. This is a no-chase race. Only Dusty Goggles and Yellowstone Safety Crew can help these racers out on course, other than fellow racers that are in the same race. Looks like that is Hunter Biddle, part of the Youth 1000. So Christian Campana is in a single seat. Hunter and Tom Biddle in that car right here, in a 2-seat Maverick Sport. And then Emily Campana in that 3rd position in another RS1. Marcy Campana raced last night in the Powder Puff. Had a lot of fun, so the Campana family is out here running strong all weekend long. Stacy Brown is rooting on the Campanas as well. So is Maggie. So is Thumbs Up. So the Campanas have some fans out here checking it all out. But right now we're following Hunter and Tom Biddle. So I'm going to flip over to the timing because it looks like Christian Campana just throws down a 6-minute 42-second lap. Are they running the full course? That seems like a fast lap.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too.
So I just got on the rugged radio because a 6-minute 42-second lap seems like an extremely fast lap if they're running the full 6-mile course. So I'm just calling in to get some confirmation. I believe that is Lyle Hogue. Oh, that could be Paul Barron. I apologize. Again, I'm a lot more familiar with the Ultra 4 cars than I am the Yellowstone, but I'm getting better every race. And Christian Campana way out front now. How far back is Hunter and Tom Biddle? We got a pretty good breeze in the background. You can see the flags blowing just a little bit right there at the Pierre Sports Center start-finish. Here at the Buffalo Chip 100 in Sturgis, South Dakota at the Buffalo Chip Power Sports Complex. This coverage of Yellowstone off-road racing for the Buffalo Chip 100 is presented by Pierre Sports Center and is brought to you by our official sponsors: Throttle Down Customs, Ray's Auto Body, Jim and Tracy's Alignment, Blackbeard Broncos, Elevated Power Sports, CW Auto Services, Basecamp Power Sports, and by Rugged Radios. So please support who supports the sport. Without all these amazing marketing partners, we would not be racing here today for this 7-lap race for the Youth 1000s and the 1600s.
Nobody moved the qualifying sign.
Oh, all right. So the first lap
actually didn't. They caught it after he went by, but he didn't go out to the back because the sign's still there from
So
last
I
night.
was a little right that time looked a little too fast. So Christian only ran the front section. Technically, did they move it for the?
They moved it.
Okay.
They caught it after him, but
Did everybody else run the full?
They are.
So they'll have to do a little. I was thinking that a 6-minute 42-second lap, I'm guessing the 8-minute lap for the big dogs on the full course. So we'll have to get that figured out, but Aaron's on it. Looks like that's Paul Barron in the 1600 class. Believe he is leading this race in the 1600s. Remember, we have 2 races going on at the same time. We have the Youth 1000s and the 1600s. Just listen to some chatter over the rugged race radios. And everything seems to be running smooth so far.
Cody, Carmen, can you guys please bring
And there's Royce Darlene cruising through in the old school 1600 Bug. Yellowstone off-road racing is grassroots at its finest, so they try to find a spot for everybody to race.
I'm going.
This is the first time we've ever raced the extended lap. So Christian accidentally ran the qualifying course, but again, we'll get that straightened up. So we're still waiting for Hunter Biddle, and just like that, I've got physical eyes on second place of Hunter and Tom Biddle. So we'll see how they figure out the times on this one. And how far back is Emily Campana? She started 30 seconds behind old Hunter Biddle. So Hunter Biddle ran a full lap of 11 minutes 44 seconds. So that seems very realistic. So obviously Christian missed part of it. That was our fault, so we'll get that squared away on timing. Probably do a little average of his second lap, I would assume. Again, everything I do say is unofficial. So the Youth 1000s and the 1600s will do 7 laps at 6 miles per, so that's 36 miles for this race. And I hear a siren. Looks like that's Campana trying to get around one of the 1600 bugs. So that's probably Christian Campana already running into lap traffic because he cut on his first lap a little bit. But again, it was our fault, so we'll get it squared away. But Christian Campana out there making moves, and I'm excited to see what his time is on this second lap. And at registration yesterday morning, we were chatting with him, and he thought he was just going to run the qualifying course. We said, "Oh no, buddy, you're running the full 6-mile course." He jumped up and said, "You just made my day." I said, "It wasn't me." That was Yellowstone Off-Road Racing making that call. He was excited to race the entire track with the big dogs. So it looks like Amber is rooting on the Campana family. Man, the Campana's got a lot of fans out there. There's Maggie rooting on Christian as well. So Christian's out there racing his sister, Emily, and their buddy Hunter Biddle. Looks like that's Lyle Hogue. But it is Paul Barron in the 1600 out front. And he ran 11:06. And then it's Mark King with 11:18 in the 1600 class. So 1, 2, and 1600 is Paul Barron, then Mark King. And the Youth 1000 is Christian Campana, Hunter Biddle, and then Emily Campana. We'll see what kind of time Emily has. Looks like Emily throws down a 14:09. So Hunter Biddle with that 11:44, but the fastest of the day thus far is Paul Barron with 11:06. Remember, these are 1600 bugs. So I assume the times will get faster as the day goes on for sure. I think we're going to be in that 8-minute mark for the big dogs. As we're speaking about big dogs, there's Mark King, who's in second place in the 1600 bug. Mark King out of Colbert, Washington. The 1600 guru. He's had some great luck with Yellowstone Off-Road Racing. And we will get Grizz in here off and on today. He's out there doing some things. And Royce Darlene just clicks off, so that's going to put him in third place in the 1600 class. The leaders are out on lap number 2. No, sorry. They are out on lap number 3. No, I was right. They are on lap number 2, so they're getting Christian's time figured out. So Christian Campana 1, Hunter Biddle 2, and Emily Campana 3 in the Youth 1000. In the 1600, it's Paul Barron, Mark King, Lyle Hogue just sneaks into third position over Royce Darlene, because remember, this race is on adjusted time. So that's why it's important to go down to race-monitor.com, scroll down, find the Buffalo Chip 100, and that's the same live timing I have right here and the Jack's Camper Studio. See, the bleachers are starting to fill up, watching some racing. Got a great crowd here on site and back at home tuning in. Thanks for everything. And there's a great shot of Hunter and Tom Biddle. And there goes Christian Campana out on lap number 3. Just threw down a 9:44. So there's that 10-minute-ish lap I was expecting for the Youth 1000s. He did miss the back section on his first lap because we forgot to move a sign, but we'll get that squared away. But Christian Campana with a 9:44 on his fastest lap of the full course. And that's the fastest lap of the day. We'll see how long that lasts. Writing some notes for later on. We'll see how long Christian Campana's lap time of 9:44 will last. I think that's a very solid run, but we'll definitely make it into the 8s later on this afternoon. Our next race will be the stock and the comp. They'll be running 7 laps. And then we'll move into the UTVs, 3 separate races. They'll be running 8 laps apiece. And then the grand finale, the Pro and Pro Unlimited, will run 8 laps, so 48 miles in total. It's already up to 72 degrees this morning with a light breeze, so it's a little bit brisk with the overcast. Supposed to have a little bit of wind most of the day, which is the racer's friend. And there's Lyle Hogue popping back up. Montana Drone Company doing great things out there. And new this year is this 6-mile course. They also added irrigation, an upgraded spectator area with a bar thanks to Dusty Goggles Watering Hole. And then the food truck on site this weekend is Mimi's Prairie Lunchbox, serving up breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dusty Goggles Watering Hole has all the frosty beverages you want and a rum smoothie as well. So they've got all the cold beers and waters, Gatorades, and the frosty beverages we all enjoy. It's only $20 per person. Kids 12 and under are free this weekend. And then Ultra 4 USA comes back in 2 weeks for the opening weekend of Sturgis Bike Rally. We'll be running this same exact course there as well. I'll be back here in, I guess, only 9 more days. I'll head home tomorrow and be back here in about a week and a half, Tuesday night, getting everything set up for the Ultra 4 USA race here in 2 weeks. I hear a siren off in the background. There's Mark King, who has been a class champion in the past, out there squirreled up that 1600cc air-cooled VW Bug. And these cars, you really got to keep the momentum up, the RPMs screaming, keep it in the power band, I call it. There are 2 races going on at the same time. We have the Youth 1000s and the 1600 Bugs.
Does anybody out there see the camouflage box anywhere? She should be by me pretty soon, but I haven't seen her yet at timing.
I'm listening over the Rugged Race radios. We're looking for Alexa Kalange. Oh, and they're back at the hot pits trying to fix something. So the attrition is already starting to set in. And Christian Campana out on lap number 3 in the Youth 1000. So the fastest lap of the day is Christian Campana with a 9:44. We do have 67 registered racers this weekend for the Pierre Sports Center Buffalo Chip 100 right here in Sturgis, South Dakota at the Buffalo Chip Power Sports Complex. And we've got a full day of racing action. The bleachers are starting to fill up. Everybody's got their Yellowstone off-road racing hoodies on. They got some blankets, it looks like. And they're making the best of it, just like we are. Doing a little paperwork so we can keep everything running smooth all day. So yesterday afternoon we qualified, and it was all about Travis Zollinger, who was P1 and P2 in 2 separate UTVs. And then it was Caleb Rupp in that 3rd spot. Last night we did the Powder Puff race and the big cars. It was Allison Herman who took $500 thanks to Ablot Motorsports. And then in the UTV it was Cassie Sisney and Welty's Speed UTV taking $500 thanks to Dakota Alignment and Frame. This morning we did the parade lap, the national anthem, and just wrapped up the Youth 170s. Unofficial first was Brayson Tucker, and that second was Kaylee Tucker, and then 3rd position was Judd Dugan. And we are right in the middle of the Youth 1K and the 1600s. Making sure I'm not missing anything on my phone. It looks to be in pretty good shape. Flip over here. Chad and Nikki Hunter tuned in, excited about the new improvements to the track. The new bar is really cool. They're going to be adding shade in the next week. And the irrigation, they got it running this morning. And it looks like Christine and William are rooting on the Campanas. Thank you everybody here on site and back at home for tuning in to the 2025 Pierre Sports Center Buffalo Chip 100. Just outside of beautiful Sturgis, South Dakota at the Buffalo Chip Power Sports Complex. Home of the biggest motorcycle rally in the world for the 85th annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. We're just outside of, we're in western South Dakota, close to Montana and Wyoming. Elevation 3,400 feet. Population right now is 7,000 people, but here in 2 weeks they're expecting over 500,000 people. And we'll be kicking off Bike Week with Ultra 4 USA here at the Power Sports Complex. We'll do a fun little parade into the Buffalo Chip proper and kick off Bike Week. Looks like that's Paul Barron on screen. And our leaders are out on lap number 3 with Christian Campana, Hunter Biddle, and then Emily Campana, 1, 2, 3 in the Youth 1000. In the 1600, it's Paul Barron, Mark King, Lyle Hogue, Royce Deline, Alexa Kalange, I believe, is in the pits getting some work done. And there's a great shot of the back section. So they're going to be upwards of 100 miles an hour later on this afternoon. And that left side you just saw they'll be coming at us, or going away from us, then that other road will be coming at us, and then come back into the old track. So we've doubled the track this year, thanks to Brian Williams with Dusty Goggles Promotions. Now we're zooming into the Pierre Sports Center. I believe that's Royce Deline. Puts him in third position in the 1600 class. Just threw down a 11.4. And his dad's retirement. I love when they throw those in there. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thanks to 401k. Thanks to American Express. And all the other amazing marketing partners that make this possible. Speaking of, Can-Am, Elevated Power Sports, Wild West Off-Road Series, Base Camp Power Sports, Jim and Tracy's Alignment, Ray's Auto Body, Pierre Sports Center, Premier Alignment, Montana Drone Company, 3D Air, CEI Electrical, Mickey Thompson, CW Auto Services, Throttle Down Customs, Fire River Racing for the trophies, Montana Men's Health, thanks Scott Grimm, he's brings me in for the live show, the Diesel Shop Auto and Repair, Combustion Syndicate, Three Peaks Drilling, KB Masonry, Rugged Radios, J&M Tire, Roller Construction, Blackbeard Broncos, Napa, Arnold Machinery, JM Construction, Montana Braveheart Nonprofit, Engel and Volkers, Fenways, Ellis Audio, and by Next Gen. So please support who supports the sport. Without each and every one of those marketing partners, we could not put this puzzle together. What is Yellowstone Off-Road Racing? So whether you're building a race car, a tow rig, a mall crawler, or anything in between, go check out all these wonderful marketing partners that help us put this Pierre Sports Center Buffalo Chip 100 on. Gonna swap a battery real quick on one of our cameras. I'll be right back. I just swapped batteries, and one of them was dead, so we're on our last battery. Where's the charger at for this thing?
Got a copy.
Doctor, doing 7 laps. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I got the camera swapped back out here at the Pierre Sports Center start-finish. But Montana Drone's doing such a great job. We're going to keep with the action as we're watching Mark King try to chase down one of his competitors.
Brian, you got
So it's in the Youth 1000. It's Christian Campana, Hunter Biddle, and then Emily Campana. In the 1600 race, it's Paul Barron, Mark King, Lyle Hogue, Royce Deline, and Alexa Kalange. Haven't seen too much of Alexa. She's been fighting some drivability issues.
Stuck right here on the straightaway.
Oh, hearing somebody stuck on a straightaway somewhere.
Repeat, please.
It looks like there is one stuck in the little straightaway that's the furthest west. Like after they go through the moguls and do the little turn, there's one down at the bottom of the hill just sitting there.
Just listen to the rugged radio, trying to keep up with everything. We do have one stop on course. And it sounds like the Dusty Goggles and Yellowstone recovery crew is on it, heading down to check them out. The watch is telling me to be more active, but it's that's not going to happen today. I'm stuck here in the Jack's Camper studio, and I can't think of a better place to watch the Pierre Sports Center Buffalo Chip 100 right here in beautiful Sturgis, South Dakota at the Power Sports Buffalo Chip Complex.
Car 99, she's out of the car, she's walking around it.
Uh-oh, so
I don't know what
it is the number 99 of Emily Campana. It sounds like she is out of the car, walking around it, trying to figure out what's going on. So we can only speculate.
So can you guys check with her, please?
We can only speculate. I'm going to, these UTVs run belts. I'm going to guess it's a belt, but it could be anything. There's a little bit of moisture down there. It could get in and cause some problems as well, but it's her Yellowstone off-road racing debut. So we got the crew out going down there to give her a hand. Remember, this is a no-chase race. Only fellow competitors or Dusty Goggles and Yellowstone safety crew can help our competitors. And hopefully they can get to Emily Campana and keep her going.
Sorry, I didn't know what corner you guys were calling that. I just saw her out of the corner of my eye.
Oh, and there's Alexa Kalange. They did get the camo bug back and running. She has Truman Neprud riding shotgun.
Yeah, Emily Campana is going to be out. She lost an
Hannah lost an axle out of the car. What a heartbreaker. Obviously, these cars go through their paces, so I don't think it's anything she did wrong. Kim's rooting on Alexa Kalange. Thanks for tuning in. And again, I know there's a lot of Campana fans out there, and Emily is out of the race due to a broken axle.
Recovery for 99, you have cars coming down the front straightaway. So you got about a minute.
So there's Hunter Biddle cruising on down the track. Getting some updates. My buddy Austin Pine, who races Ultra 4 USA and Yellowstone Off-Road, is updating his sponsors for me. So I'll get those updated for his race. As we're chasing down Hunter and Tom Biddle.
Got about 30 seconds, 45 seconds before that car's coming up on you guys.
Lots of radio chatter on the Rugged Race radios. Keeping everything running smooth and safe out here for our competitors. Again, we do have 67 registered racers this weekend, which is pretty good. I think the best Yellowstone race here is the Buffalo Chip was 75, so we're not too far off. And there's Lyle Hogue on screen, who would be third position in the 1600 class. And we are out on lap number 4 of 6.
I'm on the other side of the track over here. Timmy, if you can get Emily to me, I'll take her back up to her parents.
Again, this is a 6-lap race, which is 36 miles in total.
After that red bug, you're clear.
There's Mark King coming into screen. That is physical second place in the 1600 bug race. And I'm getting confirmation lead cars are on lap number 4 of this 6-lap race. That's on race-monitor.com. Scroll down, go to the Buffalo Chip 100, and have the same live timing I have right here in the Jack Campers studio. I see Jade, Ella, and Bailey up in the bleachers having some fun with Yellowstone off-road racing. We've been here for a week, turned a family vacation earlier on, and then ended up here with Yellowstone off-road racing, and we've done it all. This place is absolutely amazing. If you've never been to this part of the world, come check it out. We've got Mount Rushmore, Custer State Park, Black Hills National Park, Crazy Horse, Spearfish Canyon, Badlands National Park, Bear Country, and so much more. And there goes our physical race leader of Christian Campana heading out for lap number 5 of 6. So next time around for him will be his white flag, his last lap. He's got 2 more laps to go. But remember, to finish first you must finish. Uh-oh, and just as I say that, the number 9 of Christian Campana does come to a stop. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Cody, drive towards timing. Christian stopped in this corner over here.
So our physical race leader is stopped on course right when I said that. I'm sorry, Christian. I did not mean to say that. He is at a complete stop, and I've got eyes on him. I'm trying to see if there's any movement. I do not see him getting out of the car yet. Cody Kalange is heading over there to give him a hand, see what's going on, and hopefully we can keep Christian. Oh, and just like that, he takes off. So not sure what happened to Christian. He was stopped for, just shy of a minute. But he is back and running. And he is the fastest of the day with a 9:44 lap on this 6-mile race.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds. Return to home.
Making sure I'm not missing much. Seems like everything is running in order. It's been a great weekend out here. Yesterday we qualified. This morning the Youth 170s raced. And last night it was the Powder Puffs. It's been a lot of fun as we flip back to Mark King. I hear some of those 1600 bugs up on the pipe. So not sure what happened to Christian, but he did get back going. But we do know that Emily Campana broke an axle. Tough break for her first race. But I believe everybody else is still moving out on course. And all the Youth 170s made it to the finish line. Great to see that. Last night's Powder Puff was Allison Herman in the big cars. That's Zach Ablot's fiance. And then the UTVs, Welty's speed car, driven by Cassie Sisney. And then this morning, the Youth 170s. Again, this is unofficial, but in that first spot was Brayson Tucker. Second spot's Kaylee Tucker. Third was Judd Dugan. And Christian Campana is out leading this race overall and in the Youth 170s. Sorry, Youth 1000s. And then it's Hunter Biddle. And who is broken but should get third spot was Emily Campana. In the 1600s, it's Paul Barron, Mark King, Lyle Hogue, Royce Daleen, and Alexa Kalange. Still making moves out there on course.
I have some littles.
Perfect. Sounds like we've got some little types coming in.
All right, come on, kids. Four of them.
Oh, we got the Tuckers. We got Bella. Oh, and Oakley. Well, Kaylee, how much fun did you have out there?
Good, minus for the fact off of that one little bump I crashed.
But you're the one that flipped over, huh? But you got to get back going and still got second position.
Yeah, and it hurt my head when it happened too.
But you're okay now?
Yeah.
All right. It was a lot of fun watching you guys and gals out there. And Brayson, you just won this race. How much fun was it?
Fun.
You still got mud on your face.
Yeah.
But you don't care. All smiles, right?
There was that one spot, and I jumped really, really high.
And I saw you one time. You about spun out, but you saved it. That was a good. That was some good.
I spun out and saved it a few times.
Oh yeah, it was a
and
little.
I was like, whee!
You're on the bicycle,
Bicycle! A few times actually on the bicycle. And I slid, I was driving so fast to pass people on this part with all the mud. I was just driving through the mud to get past them, and I spun out.
Yeah, it was raining just a little bit this morning, so you guys had a slick course, but everybody made it to the finish line. It was cool. And old Bella Shaw, you were in that third and fourth, back and forth. You ended up in that fourth spot, but you battled and had fun.
Mm-hmm.
You got more than a for me, don't you?
Yeah, tell them about it.
Yeah. So how much fun did you have out there, Bella?
A lot.
A lot of fun.
I accidentally hit a cone.
Well, you hit everything else too, didn't you?
I hit a cone just like, it was under my car, so I had to try to pull forward to get out of under my car.
Hey, Oakley, the microphone's over here, buddy. No, it's just right here on the table, so don't walk away from me. They can't hear you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think you got fifth, didn't you? Oakley?
Think.
Yeah, you were in that top 5, 6 area.
I think that I got second.
Yeah, you got second. First. Yep. Brayson got first. I think Dugan got third, and Bella Shaw, I think you got that fourth spot. Again, unofficial, but you'll be taking home some of those Fire River Racing trophies tonight. You excited about that?
Yeah.
And who got the new race car for Christmas? Oh, Kaylee got it, huh? Old Santa Claus took care of you.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know why they already took the side seats out. They could have gave me a ride sometimes.
Yeah, they could have.
I wanted to co-drive.
They've been racing since they were 6.
Racing since they were 6, and then last year we were switching seats, but now you get to both go out there.
Yeah, because we were fighting way too much.
Did you try to hit each other out on course?
Someone almost ran me off the road. So I was trying to pass them, and who's your cousins that are here that came? I forgot their name.
I forgot their name.
Who was it?
I don't know.
They're
not my cousins. It happens with racing.
Oh yeah, Rubbins Racing. That's what they say.
Chesslers.
Oh, the Chesslers. Yeah, they were out there. They ran strong.
Cooper almost ran me off the road.
Well, you probably deserved it.
I was passing Cooper, and someone was trying to turn into me. Wheels.
Well, that's part of racing. You're getting seat time.
I was just gonna run them off the road if they ran me.
Oh, you gotta keep it clean, buddy. You're getting that seat time. All right. Well, this is the future of our sport. It's looking bright. Got anything last you want to say to everybody?
Go girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl power.
Oh, Brayson saying
Boy
no.
power! Boy power!
All right.
Girl power.
I love it. So Brayson, Kaylee, Bella, and Oakley. That's a Lego.
Can you build it one day and bring it out to the track?
It's not mine, buddy. All right, well, thanks to all the young kids that came in. I've had a lot of fun watching.
Thank you.
The future of our sport is looking bright. They are wound up. Old little Oakley, he gets excited. But again, we want to give a huge shout out to Brayson Tucker and Kaylee Tucker, 1-2, and then Judd Dugan in that third position. We'll switch back over to the Youth 1000, the 1600 race. It's still Christian Campana, then Hunter Biddle, and then Emily Campana, who is out of the race but still in that third spot for the Youth 1000. In the 1600, it's been Paul Barron out front. Then it's Mark King, Lyle Hogue, Roy Stalline, and Alexa Kalange. We did see Christian Campana stop for just a moment right after the Pierre Sports Center start-finish line, but he got going in under a minute, so I'm not sure if he had to cycle the key or what happened. Obviously, it wasn't too big of a deal because he got back and moving. We got a battle here. It looks like Mark King, and I'm going to guess that's Hunter Biddle. Man, the drones do an amazing job. They do not do it justice. This place is absolutely beautiful. So right there is where they turned off yesterday for qualifying, but now they're in the high-speed section going through the cornfield. They go about a quarter mile and then take a hard right, go about 200 yards, take another hard right, come back at us another quarter mile. And it's a 6-mile course in total. And they're doing 6 laps, which equals 36 miles in total. And I'm expecting to see Christian Campana coming through. Oh, it sounds like Alexa Kalange may have spun out. Hopefully she can get the car back going. Love having the Rugged Race radio in here with me.
She's trying to move, but I don't know if she's stuck. I can hear it. Oh, she's
Oh, and I got eyes, so she did spin out. But then there we go. Dallas scoops right in and gives us the action. She may have stalled it for just a second, but she's back and moving. This track was pretty slick this morning, but with the wind they're saying is going to happen, I think it's going to dry out pretty quick and make for some picture-perfect racing conditions for the rest of the day here for the Pierre Sports Center Buffalo Chip 100 in Sturgis, South Dakota at the Buffalo Chip Power Sports Complex. Again, I am Miles Hasselquist. Grizz will be hopping in and out. Obviously, he's running a lot of behind the scenes, so usually I have my good buddy Shelby MacDonald with me and here, but she was unable to make this race. But I'm sure her, Allie, and Brent are all back home tuned in and watching. Okay, and Marcy's telling me that Christian Carr is in limp mode. But hopefully he can cycle it and keep it going. I believe he's on his 5th lap of 6, so he has to finish this lap and do one more. So hopefully he's got what it takes. And that's Alexa Kalange in the camo bug with Truman Neprud riding shotgun. A couple of our core volunteers with us here at Yellowstone Off-Road Racing. So that explains why I haven't seen Christian Campana. So that means we now have a new physical overall race leader of Paul Barron, I do believe. He'll be crossing over the Pierre Sports Center start-finish here in just a minute. So that should put Paul Barron... Trying to think, is he on his 5th lap or 6th? Waiting for it to update on me. Okay, I was incorrect. That puts Paul out on his 5th lap as well. Marcy says she's a little frazzled with both kids out there racing. I completely get it. All good. It was a lot of fun watching you race last night in the Powder Puff. You got both your young kids out there in the Youth 1000, and your husband, Austin Campana, will be racing later on today in the UTV race as well. So the Campanas are out here representing strong. I believe that's Lyle Hogue. No, that's Paul Barron. Get those two confused. I apologize. Trying to make sure everything's running smooth up in here in the Jack's Camper Studio. Looks like that's Mark King and Hunter Biddle. They're in two separate classes. Remember, we do have two races going on at the same time. Gives a little honk and a toot, and Hunter and Tom Biddle pull over and let Mark King around. So sportsmanship at its finest right there by Hunter Biddle. I believe he's only 10 years old out here racing. Great to see him. He's been racing with us at Ultra 4 USA for quite a while and racing with Yellowstone Off-Road as well. So still waiting for Christian Campana, who sounds like he's in limp mode in his UTV. Can he hold off Hunter Biddle for another little more than a lap? If he's got to cycle that key a bunch, that's going to definitely slow him down. And there's Hunter Biddle, who's still running strong. This could be an interesting finish to this race. Christian Campana has the fastest lap of the day of a 9:44. On Race Dash Monitor, his first lap, we'll have to add some time to that because we still had the qualifying sign up and he skipped the back, couple miles or so. So we'll get that adjusted for it. But the fastest full lap is Christian Campana with a 9:44. But I do think we're going to get in that 8 minutes, maybe 8 minutes flat. We'll see. That's a lot of time to improve on. But I know for a fact we'll be in the 8 minutes of some sorts once the big dogs get about out there. I know Mike Ablott and CJ Yoakum have, close to 700 horsepower, and then those unlimited UTVs, those MAV-Rs, are absolute rocket ships. And there's Alexa Kalange in the camo bug. So I think we still have everybody still moving except for the heartbreaker of Emily Campana. Okay, and Christian Campana grabs the white flag. He's on his 6th and final lap. But moving slow. His last lap was a 16 minute, 15 seconds. And he is way off pace running in limp mode. So I'm not sure if it's overheating, not sure if it's got wet. But Christian Campana is still moving, but way off pace. So how far back is Hunter Biddle? Last time around, I think it was only about a 2 minute, 30-second split. So if Hunter Biddle picks it up, it could be a close finish for our competitors. And while we wait for the checkered flag to fly, I'm going to step away, but we'll be right back. The action isn't going anywhere. I'm just going to sneak out for just a moment. So I'll be right back after this.
Critically low battery warning.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Come on in. I'm going to run the restroom real quick. guess Cooper and all right, and we are back for the 2025 Pierre Sports Center Buffalo Chip 100. And we have Cooper and Kendall Schessler. How you guys doing?
Good.
Did you have fun out there, Cooper? All right, when are you going to start racing?
Our last race, I drove and I rolled it.
Oh, well, that comes with the territory. So you guys switch seats every once in a while?
We switched driving at
Each race. The Tuckers used to do that, and then old Santa Claus came through with an extra race car. So we'll see if you better be extra good this year. Maybe you can get another one. No pressure. But the shed, and you'll be racing later on today, right? Yeah. So we got the whole Schessler family out here having some fun. What's been the highlights of your day, of your weekend out here? Your racing, was it, huh? Have you been over to Mimi's Prairie Lunchbox? Got any snacks yet? No, they got some ice cream out there. If you're real good, maybe you'll get a treat.
Cody, you got 2 cars coming at you.
No, it's been a lot of fun, and the racing's been great, hasn't it? What'd you think of the track? Was it a little bit muddy out there this morning?
Yeah, so it's hard going to twins. You have to slow down.
Yeah, because it was slick and you might spin out, huh? Well, Cooper and Kendall, it's always fun watching you guys and gals out here racing, and it's so great to see the future of our sport is very bright. You gonna follow in your dad's footsteps?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long you been racing with Yellowstone?
The leaders are starting their last.
Oh, this is your first year, huh? But not your last, I hope. No, perfect. Yeah, you were in the Youth 170 race earlier this morning. Then your dad, you get to root him on later on this afternoon. He'll be in the UTV race, right? No, Pro, that's right. Sorry, lots of new names here. So he'll be in the Pro race, the last race of the day. So that'll be this evening. I'm going to guess around that 5 o'clock mark if we keep on track. As you see Mark King heading off in the distance, they're running through the cornfield. You guys stayed on the infield so we could keep an eye on you guys and gals. That's been a great weekend, and it's not over, huh? You going to be rooting on Dad later?
Yeah.
Where are you going to be at? Are you going to be right here in front in the grandstands?
At our camper.
Okay, you'll be at the camper. You can be tuned into the YouTube? All right. So Mom's here too, I assume?
Yeah.
Perfect. Got the whole family. I brought my family out here too. Jade and Ella have been running around on their scooters having some fun. The weather's a little bit dicey this morning, but it looks like this afternoon's going to clear up and be pretty nice. Yeah, let's hope so at least. But the Brian Williams with Dusty Goggles put on some irrigation, so if it gets a little dusty, we can turn on those sprinklers and make for some great racing later on today. So we have our leaders out on their 6th and final lap, and it's Christian Campana who is in limp mode but still leading. And then in 2nd place in the Youth 1K is Hunter Biddle. And then out of the race but still in 3rd is Emily Campana. And then we have Paul Barron in 1st in the 1600, and then in 2nd is Mark King. And then Royce Daleen and Lyle Hogue are still out on lap number 5, getting ready to head out on their 6th and final lap. And there's Hunter Biddle. He's, I'm gonna guess you're about 9?
I am 8.
8, okay, well he's only 10, he's in the big car, so a couple more years maybe you can upgrade. It's been a lot of fun out here. Anything else you want to chat about? Anybody at home that's tuned in you want to say hi to?
When we were racing, one car was running past us, so we drive faster.
Oh, when they started to pass, you kept on going, huh?
But
That's awesome.
everybody passed us more than once.
Well, that's fine. Oh, you were riding shotgun then, weren't you?
Yeah.
Perfect. I love the brother-sister duo. That must be... Man, I don't know who that one is. It should be Christian. Because I think Emily had a broken axle. You guys gonna get out of here? All right, well, the Schesslers are going to bounce, but we'll see the dad racing later on today. Thanks for coming by. The future of our sport is looking bright. The Schesslers just got out of the Youth 170 race. And, man, that looks like it's Emily Campana, so maybe she's just running around in three-wheel drive. I hope so. Uh-oh, and it sounds like Christian Campana may be having diff or axle issues, but Dad told him to go for the finish, so he's going to give it his best. Maggie's rooting on Campana, and so is Combustion Syndicate. Does he have what it takes to hold off Hunter Biddle? As we're riding along, Montana Drone following Mark King, and then we switch over to Lyle Hogue and Alexa Kalange, it looks like. I keep getting Lyle Hogue and Paul Barron mixed up. That is actually Paul Barron. That's our leader in the 1600 class. And there goes Royce Deline heading out for his sixth and final lap. So everybody is on their last lap except for Alexa Kalange and Emily Campana. Here's Paul Barron. Well, sounds like Lyle Hogue may be pulling in.
Sounds like crap, Aaron. He's probably stopping. It sounds like he's down cylinders.
Sounds like Lyle may be down a cylinder or so. I'm hearing over the Rugged Race radio. My good buddy RDP's tuned in back home watching the Yellowstone off-road race, getting his homework in for the Ultra 4 USA race here in 2 weeks, as Mark King makes a pass over Alexa Kalange.
We'll get the checkered, Aaron.
It sounds like the checkered flag is in hand. So it will be waving here soon. How far back is Christian Campana running with either a front diff or axle issues and limp mode? Can he hold off Hunter Biddle on this sixth and final lap for the Youth 1K? But the battle right now is Paul Barron and Mark King.
Figure out if you're going to let them run like 1 or 2 more laps, or what you want to do about those two.
So the fastest lap of the day is Christian Campana with a 9:44. But I assume when the big dogs get out here, we'll be in that mid-8 range or so. Flip back to Mark King. Yeah, somebody's car's running pretty rough.
Yeah, he's stopped a few times out here. He's having to go into limp mode and some other things. They're trying to keep him going.
And there's Alexa Kalange. Making her way around in the camo bug with Truman Neprud riding shotgun. 2 of our core Yellowstone off-road team members out here enjoying themselves. Lots of moving parts, but it's here and we are running. We have two separate races going on at the same time. Oh, and I've got physical race eyes on Hunter Biddle. And I trying to, well, doing a little bit of everything up here, but I have not seen Christian Campana. I could have missed him, but I believe Hunter Biddle may have snuck into that first place position due to Christian having some drivability issues. Heartbreaker for the Campanas, but it is not over yet. Emily was running strong earlier, had a broken axle. Then Christian was running away with this race and then went into limp mode in either a front diff or axle issues. So I think it may be Hunter and Tom Biddle, father and son team out here making it happen. Checkered flag is in hand. And I see Mylin walking over here, getting ready to root on her son and husband, who should be our first unofficial winner of this race.
I said, what are you doing, big stuff?
And there's Paul Barron coming into screen. So this will be the checkered flag. So our overall winner of this race in the 1600 class looks like it's going to be the 1641 of Paul Barron out of Sturgis, South Dakota. And he's looking for some sponsors. And he just overalled this race from the back because the UTVs did take off first. And then not far behind him was Mark King. Let's see what the adjusted time is going to be. 14 seconds between Paul Barron and Mark King. Unofficial 1 and 2 in the 1600 class.
Flag from here on out. We're going to finish this race, so when everybody goes by us, by Aaron, they will get the checker.
And it is going to be a Grand Prix finish. It'll be the checkered flag for the rest of the field. Trying to keep everything racing going on smooth today.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Which makes sense to me.
Going up on that. I think I got a
So where is Christian Campana? I did have eyes on Hunter Biddle just a few moments ago, so we should see him coming through. And the Campana fans back home are still rooting on Christian and Emily. And I see Alexa Kalange coming through. She is a lap down. So it looks like that'll put her in 5th place overall in the 1600 class. Again, it is going to be a Grand Prix finish to keep everything moving. So Alexa Kalange, even though she's a couple laps down, will get the checkered flag here at the Pierre Sports Center finish line. And there she goes. Great run for Alexa Kalange. Number 1620 out of Billings, Montana with Truman Neprud. With her mom and dad, Pro Source Machinery, The Diesel Shop, United Rentals, Baby Dix, and Grandpa Dean. And in that second position for the 1600 class was the 575 of Mark King with Wolf Orca riding shotgun out of Colbert, Washington. With Hooks Air-Cooled VW out of Spokane, CarTech Off-Road Parts, PCI Race Radios, and Inland Northwest Off-Road. And here comes Hunter Biddle, and not too far behind him is Campana. So it looks like Hunter Biddle and his dad Tom will grab the checkered flag, unofficial first position. And not far behind is Christian Campana. No, that is Emily Campana. Sorry, she did get back and moving. It is a more black car. So great to see Emily still moving. I believe that's going to put her in that 3rd position. So Hunter Biddle, number 107, out of Longmont, Colorado, with Tom Biddle, his dad, riding shotgun in that Maverick Sport with W.O.R.R Racing and Elite Power Sports of Colorado, our unofficial first place winner in the Youth 1000. So how far out is Christian Campana? What a heartbreaker. He was running such an amazing race. But hey, racing happens. To finish first you must finish.
She's done. She's coming by now. There should be nobody past Aaron from here on out.
I wish they'd have done that before I got rid of my Air 3.
So nobody will be heading out for another lap during this race.
I don't know how to get her with all the piping, but yeah, just send her down.
Sorry, it's a restricted area. And it got worse.
So our next race will be the stocks and the comps. They'll be racing 7 laps, so that's 42 miles in total. And then we'll move into 3 separate UTV races. They'll be racing 8 laps. And then the grand finale, the pros and Pro Unlimited is racing 8 laps as well, so 48 laps in total. And taking 3rd position in the 1600 class is the number 570 of Royce Daleen, with Whitney riding shotgun out of Richfield, Wisconsin. So our podium is unofficially full for the 1600 class. Unofficial 1 is Paul Barron. Unofficial 2 is Mark King. Unofficial 3 is Royce Daleen. And the Youth 1K, our only complete finisher is Hunter Biddle. We're still waiting on Christian Campana, but we did see Emily Campana come through a couple laps down. But our unofficial 3rd is Emily Campana.
Okay, thank you.
Looks like Kim is rooting on Alexa, and Sean's rooting on Royce. What a great race by all. We're going to land our Montana drone for just a moment, swap some batteries, and get ready for the next one. We will have a short break between races, but not a whole lot. Got a great crowd right here in front of the Dusty Goggles watering hole, slinging all the drinks. And then Mimi's Prairie Lunchbox has all the snacks. They've got ice cream, slushies, street tacos, and everything else. It's been a great day of racing, but it's not over yet. We are just winding down on the Youth 1K and the 1600. So we wait for a few more. We're going to get everything set up for the next race. So we'll be right back after this.
Stop into Pierre Sports Center and take advantage of our huge discounts on 23 and 24-year model boats. Our Lund and Ranger boats are all powered by Mercury Marine outboards. We are also a Lowrance and Humminbird dealer and a Minn Kota authorized service center. Pierre Sports Center is your one-stop shop for all your boating accessories and parts. With an outstanding service center and one-of-a-kind boat purchase experience, Pierre Sports Center, where you get the service you deserve.